Is there, Dan, close to our final thoughts here, is there one area that you would love to see tested, a principle, an industry disrupted, to use a term, that you would love to see sort of explored farther that hasn't been?
I think that, so I'll give you two answers for this. The first one is, this whole question about work-life balance. By the way, I decided I'm not going to worry about this. Personally, a few years ago, I decided it's like work-life balance. You're just miserable all the time. You're at work, you think you should be home. You're home, you should think you should work. I'll just work. I'm not going to worry about this, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. And it's really amazing. It's an amazing thing to stop worrying about work-life balance. I highly recommend it. But I think it is a really interesting thing, because it's not that you're forcing people to work, right? There's a really interesting thing about how we're integrating standard work and the rest of our lives, and what is our hobbies, and how do we do it. So I think basically trying to figure out a model in which people are micro-entrepreneurs within a company. That's what we are, right? We're each running our own little business, and we have autonomy, and like the people who basically have to assemble gadgets don't stay late and come on the weekend. They don't have that issue. It's the people that something has captured their imagination and so on. So how do we figure out that part? I think is important. I think university is one interesting model. Right? So if you think about the university model, we're professors. I mean, the people who hear this, and the university gives us tenure. And the interesting thing about the university promotion system is that my promotion never depended on people in my university. So the way it works is that every few years they write letters to other people in the field, and they say, "What do you think about Dan?" And if those people think I'm good, I'm getting promoted. I don't have to worry about local politics, because I'm kind of independent. Once you get tenure, you're really independent. So it's an interesting, I think it's an extreme version of really being able to do whatever you want under the umbrella of the university. Last story I'll tell you is that we're getting toward the end of the year, and every year I think about what do I give the people who work with me at the research center. And
money.
So 3 years ago, I think, I had the following gift. I asked everybody in the center, about 30 people at the time, I asked everybody in the center to think about something they want to learn. Not professional, but as an individual. To tell me what they want to learn, where in the world they want to learn it, up to 2 weeks. And I said, I'll send you there to learn that thing for 2 weeks on our account. It was a really interesting gift. Because it showed people that I care about them as individuals. It transitioned caring about people from saying thank you backward to saying thank you forward. And also because everybody picked what they wanted, there was a whole year in which people were about to go on a trip. They told people, they went on a trip, they came back, they learned something. The lab was quite energized with this idea. And it's slightly connected to this idea of investing in people holistically, and not just as, learning how to use R in a better way. But it's slightly about, let's figure out what people are not doing enough for themselves, and be a little bit paternalistic in terms of incentives that allow people to do things that themselves would not feel comfortable to spend that money on. Something like this. Yeah.